Hello and welcome everyone to today's FOMC live stream. Unfortunately, no FOMC song yet. I've been promising one for a long time. It just hasn't come to me. It's got like the power hour one, the day trading one. It just has to come to me. The FOMC one it hasn't come yet. So this is it, my friends. We've got the S&P up 20. We've got the NASDAQ up 97. Russell is up 9. Dow's up 106. Gold is just slightly red, but hit a new all-time high today, over 3,052 an ounce. Silver's down 2%. Notes and bonds are a little bit red. 10-year yield up almost 1%. Oil is up 0.5%. Natural gas up 3.5%. Soybeans are down 0.5%. Wheat is down 1/4. Corn is up 3/4. Euro and the pound are both a little bit red, and Bitcoin up 2%, although off of its highs back below 84,000. Had some movement here pre-FOMC. Started off with a little dip the first 15 minutes, then a pretty solid rally, followed by a pullback, another rally, and now we're back almost to where we started. I ended up closing out my cream. The profits came a lot slower than normal, so I just went ahead. After that is still very safe. After that initial push, I didn't really think we'd see a whole lot of one directional move, so I held it, and it just kind of bounced around, and profits kept coming in, and so I ended up closing it. Let's see, when was that? Closed it at, yeah, about 23 minutes ago. So booked a decent profit on it, better than what my original profit target would have been. So the plan now is I am going to put on an iron condor here in 5 minutes. So 5 minutes before the data is released. Sell some premium. If you're new, kind of the logic, the idea behind it is the data release comes out. We get an immediate, or pretty immediate, over the next 30 minutes, we get a contraction in implied volatility because now the uncertainty is out. But the idea is price typically doesn't move in too big of a range. So we benefit from that premium capture. And then I buy it back before the press conference starts. And usually the big moves start during or after the press conference. And so at that point, I'll be buying a long strangle and hoping for a move. That's interesting, Jalen. I'll have to check that out. Kelvin, it's just, I don't know exactly. My thought is, you've got this kind of build up anticipation into FOMC. So you get those options juiced, and then the day of, it actually kind of beforehand contracts a little bit. So remember, we're selling the 0-day options, and the 2-day options stay more bid. So you're getting that spread between the 0 and the 2-day options, and you just get a nice relationship between those two for whatever reason on FOMC day. Yeah, VIX started about 21.5, currently down below 21, got down to about 20.5. dipped below yesterday's lows before popping back up. Had some stocks moving too. Tesla chopped for a while, but then had a pretty big extension. It's since pulled back. Apple is acting really wacky today. It looked like it was going to the moon, and then it just kind of slowly gave it all back. As far as the biggest runners, Shopify is up almost 8%. Boeing is up 5.5%. I didn't even have Boeing on my board. DJT is up 5%, APP up 5%. Robinhood, another one, had a big move up. It's been chopping after that first extension, but it's up 5%. MSTR is at 4%. I do have those swing trades that I put on Friday, Microsoft, MSTR, and MES futures. I'm gonna go ahead and hold them. I'm okay with the risk that I have on, so I have a little bit of a bullish bias going in here for today and tomorrow. So see if that plays out. Yeah, that long strangle, it's always expensive before. Tesla's up 3%, although giving some back now. On the red side, Baidu down 4%, DLTR down 2%, Meta is down 1%. Amazon's pretty unchanged. I will say one thing I'm going to do, I've done this a couple times, is on my iron condor, I'm not going to keep a stop. I just don't like the spiky nature of that when the data first comes out. So I'm not recommending that anyone do that unless you understand the risk, but I plan on at least keeping my stop off for the first gyrations. J Trade, did you fill out your bracket for the NCAA tournament? Now I can't find the link. When do those due, Chad? Do you know? Are you on here? There it is. There's the link again. Okay. I am getting in my iron condor. It is go time. And if you haven't seen the anticipation, 99% chance is that they are going to keep rates the same. But as always, it's about the language and kind of the forward-looking statements. All right. I am on the 65s and 95s, 130 wide. So the data release comes out in 2.5 minutes. I've got some baby back ribs in the oven, getting ready to come out. The rib aroma is making me hungry. I need the purple tie today. I need a bounce. I got my MSTR, I've got my Microsoft, I've got my MES futures. I need a bullish purple tie today. Well, I'm glad somebody enjoys my lunch updates, Andrew K. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just talking to myself. Good to know. Some local Jack Stack barbecue sauce. Right now, they're just cooking with a little rub put on while they cook to soak in. And then I'm about to sauce them up and then turn up the heat for about 15 minutes right at the end. "30 seconds till data release." And here we go. Let the dance begin. Got the S&P and the NASDAQ right here on the right side of my chart on a 5-minute chart. First initial reaction is up. All stocks on my board popping a little bit. Pretty similar to the indices. Robinhood pushing through highs of day. AVGO has been strong all day also. It's through highs of day. My iron condor is up 13% already. Nice little decay coming in. Up 20%. I get out a half at 30%, and then I hold the rest until 5 minutes before the presser. That's how I do it. So currently at about 23%. I did a 7 lot. So at 30%, I'll close 4 of my 7. Need to just stay right here or a little bit lower. NVIDIA, strong, push through highs of day up over 2.5%. Google, strong through highs of day up 1.7%. Still at about 24% on mine. Need MSTR over 300. All right, into our second 5-minute bar. Getting a little pullback. I'm up about 27%. Iron Condor pretty centered. Just need a little bit more premium decay, and I will close 4 of my 7. All right, getting hitting 30% here. All right. Trying to get filled here. There we go. Filled. Close 4 of 7 at 30%. Might have been 29%, depending on what my fill was. Yeah, I'm looking on my trade steward here. Matrix. It gives you the profit percentage, but you can look on your monitor tab on your TOS as well. All right, so we had a little dip, trying to bounce again. So I'll close the rest in 17 minutes, regardless of where it's at. Worked just like it was supposed to today. Got the contraction without too much movement. So I closed the rest 5 minutes before the press conference starts. Is what if you look at the backtest link, it gives the criteria that I follow. My VXX trade getting a little bit of contraction. It's in the green. Really need VXX below 44 for that to hit a profit target. Still has 29 DTE. I posted in my trade channel there, Moel. Let's see, in at average price of $75.33, out at $80.85. Looked like it was up to around 82, but then it started contracting pretty quick, and it was dead centered. So I just went ahead and got out. So better than my original profit target. Just took a lot longer than it normally does. All right, getting a little extension higher out of the indices. Well, I mean, I don't blame you for closing out early. I mean, I was just looking at it like this. If you're looking at my screen, I was just kind of looking at it on the risk profile, and it's even better now. But looks like it's trading over 84 now. But I was just looking at it, it kept widening to where, I would be pretty much unchanged. So when it was kind of to the upper edge after the price moved up, I was like, you know what? I still have 20 points to the upside before it would go red. I've got 25 points to the downside. I just didn't believe that we were going to continue going up, up, and up into the announcement. I thought we would, see some two-sided action, which ended up being correct. So that was kind of my thought process behind it. And it just, I started to see a little profit come in, and I thought maybe it's, the premium's going to start coming in now, and so it worked out. But yeah, I don't blame you. It certainly was not our normal 3 minute profit target hit. I just watch it. I definitely don't put a hard stop loss in there. It's too spready. If you noticed, a few people kind of got spiked out this morning. So I definitely don't put a hard stop in my broker or in Trade Steward. Um, so I more or less just kind of watch price action and would determine if I was going to close it or not at a loss. So I don't have a hard stop. I think if you back test $5 works pretty decent. So I think that's what I have in my back test, but I definitely would not use a hard stop. All right, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. I got to go slather my ribs. All right. Ribs are slathered. Now they get 10 to 15 minutes on a high to get it nice and cooked in. Joseph T, not sure what to do on the long strangle, as in you just don't know if you want to do it or you don't understand it. I'm just using a little local Jack Stack barbecue sauce. 7 minutes till I exit my iron condor. Thirty Delta long strangle. The 80s and the 35s. Yeah, trading for a little over $16. Probably just do a two lot. It'll probably be down to maybe $15 by the time I enter. So risk 3K. It's probably the route I'm going to go. So char siu, I don't know that one dataless. Is that it's a marinade, I guess? Siu, Googling it. Oh, Chinese barbecue sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. I like you know what I like on my as kind of a dipping side for chicken and steak is Korean barbecue sauce. You could use Spy, Joseph T. I don't know if the Korean is really a marinade. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not Korean, it's Japanese. It's this one. That's the one I like on my that's just a I don't use it as a marinade. I just use it as kind of a side dipping sauce for like chicken and steak. Tried some of the other flavors. They've got about 8 different flavors, but I just like the OG one. I'll have to try that char siu, or whatever however you say it. That looks good. I like that. I like that kind of style stuff. All right, 3 minutes till exit time. Got into mine at 680. It's currently trading at $5. It was a little faster than normal today, sundowner. I don't know if you're on the live stream or not. It was faster than normal today. Of course, price cooperated too. All right, stayed in about a 15-point range for the first 10 minutes. Lee Kum Kee. All right, got it. Take a picture of that. We have a huge Asian market here, just actually about 5-minute walk from my office. I'm pretty sure they'll have that. Hey guys, looks like a couple of you are in the day trading chat. We are in the zero DTE chat. S&P up 43. Good, Abash. Glad to hear it. It's a never-ending journey. Just when you think you know it all, you don't. So if my price was centered, I'd be up almost 50%. And it's only been 25 minutes 30 minutes since I entered. So I'm going to go ahead and close mine. It's 5 minutes before the presser. In at 680, out at 520. Nice, Chadwick. It's a good day's work. The crean is trading at 85. I considered holding a little through the announcement, but not. All right, so the long strangle goes on 5 minutes after the presser starts. So here in about 8 minutes or so. Four creans, 3 of them incorrect. Inverted strikes. I wonder why that works so well today, though. I looked at your timestamps and we had that initial move down, but then even profited on the way up. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It worked. Oh, I don't know. I didn't check all of them. I just noticed the one was inverted. I'm gonna have to backtest that inversion, see if there's something to it. Oh, just one. Okay. Got a lot of stocks chopping at highs of day, but not all of them. I mean, Meta's still red. Amazon's still barely green, kind of mid-range. Apple is green because of the overnight gap and initial move, but it's at the near its lows of day. Nvidia's at highs. Coin is at highs. Google is at highs. AMD, MSTR, Hood, Uber, AVGO. A lot of chip stocks are strong. Strongest sectors right now: retail, energy, tech, semiconductors, regional banks, financials, consumer staples, healthcare, and biotechs are all red. $75.30 strikes, still trading over $16. We'll be back in 1 minute. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a two lot on the old long strangle. We go a little bit the strike below. They're kind of at in between. So if I go to the strike below 30, should be about the 27 delta, trade about 14, 14 and a half. Purple tie, let's go. You see the market just bump just at the site of that purple tie. Uh-oh, Moel's cat jumped on his keyboard. Moel, get a hold of your cat. Good stuff, Moel. Good stuff. Yeah, how do you do that Omega sign? Option Omega needs to know about that. Instead we have to put OO. We could put the Omega sign. That would help them out. Didn't I don't see that on my keyboard. You must have some special one. All right. Moving up. SPX almost up to highs of day. NDX almost up to highs of day. Most stocks are pushing. VIX is coming down, sucking some premium out of that long strangle before we get in. Yep, NVIDIA pushing above yesterday's high. Coin holding above yesterday's high. Apple trying to get back above yesterday's high. Amazon finally. Well, it's back up to highs of day, yesterday's high as well. Meta going green. Option Z. Nope, I don't have it on my PC. Must be a Mac thing. All right, ribs are out of the oven. They are ready. Don't worry, I'll put it on mute so you guys don't have to hear me chomping whenever I'm ready. Alt 234. Let's try that. 234. Yeah, I'll cook. I'm gonna take some home to my kids. My kids are big fans of ribs, so I might leave them a little bit. Yeah, it's just in an oven today. My patio is getting reconstructed as we speak, so I have a Blackstone here at my office, but not a smoker. I've got my Traeger at home. Okay, it's almost go time here. I'm gonna go the 85s and the 45s. Why I'm not doing this with my bot. I'm gonna cancel that and do it with my bot. See what the bot picks for me. Long strangle incoming. It's choosing the 90 and the 45s, filled at 1380. %35 profit target. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go with convenience. It was either oven or no ribs at all. So, I had to make a choice. Well, we have to make choices in life. And, I just had to make that choice. Got like 3 racks of ribs that have kind of piled up. I don't know if you guys have heard of Butcher Box. It's kind of a monthly subscription where you can choose different cuts. So I get that. So I had a few racks of ribs I needed to use. S&P ticked through highs of day. NASDAQ ticked through highs of day, but just kind of pausing. We got a 33-point expected move, Moel. Plus, it's not going to take that much of a move if it happens fast, which doesn't necessarily appear it's going to, unless Jerome says something good. Hood pushing through highs, AMD through highs, Uber at highs, AVGO up, still pushing. Here come the softball questions. That is what we need. We need a really good egg question. Or we need Trump to come in. Jerome's kind of got the spotlight right now. Trump needs to come in and take that spotlight back. Throw his own presser. Start talking about tariffs. Now, the key to trading and eating ribs is you can only use one hand. I learned this trick in college when I was eating wings. So you just use your left hand only for the picking up and eating and dipping. You leave your right hand free for your beer. So same applies with ribs and trading. Just use your left hand for the ribs. That way your right hand is still free with the mouse. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was double fisting a wing, had stuff all over both hands. I'd have to wipe my hands off every time I wanted to take a drink of my beer. And one of my buddies was like, "What are you doing? Do you not know how to do it right?" And that day he taught me the one-handed trick. And I've passed that on to my kids. Now they know the trick. All right, getting a little bump. Back up to highs. Bitcoin is up 3%. Bitcoin's been pretty choppy. Had that gap up, but had one little push up, gave it back. I was trying to come back up. Google pushing through highs. SMCI getting a little bouncy. These chips are strong. SMH pushing above yesterday's high. My MSTR is almost green. I need MSTR to explode the next couple days. All right, everything's pushing now. Volatility getting crushed. VIX almost below 20. Right at 20. $20.01 currently. It did tick below 20. So yesterday was Tuesday. Monday's high. Yeah, if we can push up towards Monday's high, that would hit for us on the strangle. Everything's still staying strong. Wayne trying to punch through highs of day. MSTR. Hood is up over 7%. Only a handful of reds on my watch list. Baidu's still down 4%. Nike, Kroger, Procter and Gamble, Ulta. Some retail names in the red, but retail's one of the strongest, right? Yeah, retail is the strongest sector. It's interesting. I would just go to I'm just watching CNBC, but I would just go to YouTube. There's a yeah, just search FOMC press conference. I'm sure there is one. There you go. There we go. We need a quick push. S&P pushing up towards its expected move area, which I have marked at about 56.86. All right, now we got Bitcoin starting to move. That's what we need. It's Bitcoin to rip. NDX still has some room to get up to its expected move. Russell, the strongest, up 1.8% versus the S&P at 1.2. Gold pushing into new all-time highs. Up to 85. Still holding at that expected move area. MSTR up 7. Go, 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 go. Everybody together. Go, go, go. Go. 12 more points. Pop, pop, pop. SMCI taking off. Ooh, got rid of some MSTR. Beautiful. Yeah, 5,700 would hit our profit target for sure. We can get there in a timely fashion. Bitcoin taking off. Bitcoin was just pretty stagnant, choppy after it gapped up, but nice extension now. Bitcoin likes what Jerome has to say. Chip stock still flying. Oh yeah, back to 20,000. NDX still at 19,800, but the future is over 20K. There we go. Microsoft taking off. Tesla through highs. Meta almost up to highs. Apple coming to life a little bit. Amazon through highs. Let's go. One more extension. My profit target's at 1865. Currently at 1350. Need a quick pop. Don't like the idea of a pullback coming in, though. That's the problem when you get these up moves, is the premium comes out so fast that it has to move a lot faster to hit your profit target than a down move, of course. Nvidia up almost 4%. Tesla's up almost 6%. Hood is up 8.5%. Boys are moving. The boys are moving. My Microsoft still needs some work. It needs 393, which would be about above Monday's high. Not really sure if I want to keep this strangle on. It's almost to even, but we need another quick pop here. Get a little pullback. It's gonna start bleeding pretty quick. $95. Need a quick pop. Pop, pop, pop. Approaching 5,700. Not close to profit target yet, though. Don't like that. Oh, wait. Yes, I am close. Boom! Profit target hit. That's how you do FOMC, kids. 3 for 3. The Crean, the Iron Condor, and the Long Strangle all popped off for us. Not gonna lie, I wasn't super confident in that Long Strangle, but it worked out. 35% hit. And it's still going a little bit. Ooh, look at these stocks. Microsoft taking off, Meta taking off, Tesla taking off, Google, everything. Everything up, up, and away. I told you that purple tie. It does it every time. Gotta get an indicator developed around that purple tie. I need the inside scoop if he's coming out in the purple tie or not. So my one DTE from yesterday that I transformed, I need above 57.20 to hit max. So I still need 18 more points up for that one. Holy moly, that Crean is now down to 50 bucks. So hopefully no one held on to that. Big move out of range. VIX down to 19.6. I guess maybe I could, let's see, on my MES futures, I'm up 1,200. I'll close one of those. Taiwan Semiconductor going parabolic. AVGO. Oh, man, these chip stocks are loving it. Everything's loving it. Oh, shoot. Oh no. I just realized I didn't take off my 6-7 and my 2-3 double calendar. Or my 5-7. But it worked out. I'm gonna go ahead and just close it. Oh, it hit. It hit 20%. Good week for calendars. So my 2-3, it's got an upper strike of 57.05. Yeah, I'm gonna close that one. For about a scratch. Ooh, this thing's going parabolic, kids. 57.11. All out of my calendars. MSTR up 9%. Those calls are really coming to life now. Bitcoin up 4.5%, back almost up to 86,000. Biggest green on the board now. Shopify up 9%. Hood up 9%. MSTR up 9%. SMCI up 8.5%. TEM up 8%. Boeing up 7%. Boeing taking off. Tesla up 6.5%. Tesla's just gotten beat down. That thing's got to bounce at some point here. Coin up 6%. Celsius up another 5.5%, trying to get back up to those recent highs. That thing's been moving. All right. Starting to see a little bit of a pullback. First little pullback we've seen in 25 minutes. All right, guys. I am going to wrap up the live stream. Jerome paid us today. Jerome got us paid. So I have no positions on. I don't plan to put any other positions on. Maybe I'll try Mahomes at the end of the day. Not sure if that will not sure if I'll be able to get filled. There have been FOMC days where I have gotten filled. There's been FOMC days where I could not get filled. I'm gonna watch some price action. I might consider a day trade or two, but probably not. So otherwise, everybody have a good night, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programs tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 20th. Chad will be streaming live at the market open for day trading. I may jump on there too. I plan to have a pretty heavy focus on day trading in the next couple days after the FOMC is out of the way. I think we'll get some nice action for day trading. If I'm not on the live stream, I will be in the chat. And then normal power hour tomorrow. All right, all. Take care. Have a good night. Cheers.